everyone. This is Des with Pretty Girls Love Sports, and I'm sitting with two very tall, and I feel so sorry for their knees, athletes from Texas Southern University. They're going to introduce themselves, and we're going to jump into some questions. This is their comeback year, as they just said, so I'm really excited to hear what they have to say. I am left-handed, so I'm going to go with him because he's on my left, so he's going to introduce himself first.
Yeah, my name is KJ Cooper. I'm a quarterback at Texas Southern University, and I'm from El Paso, Texas.
My name is Damarcus Thompson. I'm from Corcoran, California, and I play defensive line.
Okay, so let's move these a little closer. Just talk up. I don't want you to bend. Y'all got on these tight suits. Y'all gotta bend. Y'all already uncomfortable. So let's get comfortable. So you said it's your comeback year. Why is this your comeback year?
Just mainly on the fact that we had a lot of talent and really with a lot of expectations last year, and things didn't really go the way we wanted them to go. Knowing the type of depth and the guys that we had in all phases of play. So we're ready. We've been working extremely hard. We had a lot of new transfers come in as well, and there's depth at a lot of positions in every room, whether that's on the offense or the defense side of the ball. So we're just really excited to go out and really prove to the SWAC and ultimately to ourselves. Because when you you're trying to prove yourself wrong at the end of the day. When you're trying to prove naysayers and doubters wrong all the time, man will fail you eventually. So just understand we're trying to prove ourselves wrong and make a statement. So we continue just to carry on confidence, for years to come.
We were having technical difficulties, so we're just gonna might get up like we usually do. Okay, so what about you? Comeback year. Why do you say that?
I feel like it's a comeback year because last year we didn't finish in a lot of our games where we were up. So I feel like it's going to be a comeback year because, we're going to come back and finish the games, and we're going to finish every game and ultimately win every game. So basically.
I like that. So outside of this being a comeback year, and I know you just said you had a lot of depth on both sides of the ball, what is maybe one or two things that you all have changed or that the team has changed to guarantee your success coming into the season?
Definitely just, continuing to emphasize, the culture that we're trying to build, and then understanding that, the older guys that are in every position in the room are taking on that leadership role to be able to, build the foundation of the culture that we're trying to continue to build that was set last year, that we're trying to continue to, build up even more in the coming years and even this year. So I think that's one of the biggest things that's definitely going to be a big turnaround. That is a big turnaround already going in from the spring to the summer and then even heading into fall camp, which can definitely help guys, that are younger, that are freshmen, sophomores, when they come in earlier expecting not to play, thinking that they're not going to play, but still having that standard of, hey, man, you're one play away.
Yeah, I like that. You want to add to that?
Can I get the question again?
What is one thing that the team has changed outside of depth being on both sides of the ball for you to guarantee success, or for you all to guarantee success for this year?
One thing that we need to change?
Or you need to, or that you have?
I feel like we changed our culture when it comes to being a I team. I feel like we're definitely more of a put together team. So I feel like that's something that we've worked on as a culture.
I like that. Culture is super important. A lot of people sit there and say, oh, it's about family, but you have to be able to show that your team is about family too. Like, you can't just say it's family and then you don't know anybody about or anything about anyone on your team. And I'm going to ask y'all some questions. After a few of these questions, they're little fun questions. But coming in, this is being in the SWAC. This is really a highlighted conference. People are always talking about the SWAC. And you guys are in the state of Texas. To me, Texas and Florida and Georgia are like football states. So what do you all look forward to putting on for the state of Texas, for HBCUs, and for SWAC for this season?
Like I was saying earlier, I think the biggest thing is just proving ourselves. Sometimes you can get so caught up in trying to, prove other people wrong, even sometimes fans and doubters and critics and things like that. But just truly understanding, man, the people that matter and the focus should be the people that are in that room and that are in the locker room that are on the team. And that has been the true focus. And as we've taken that on into the spring and into the summer as well, worrying about us has definitely, put us along to where we feel like we can go out and definitely make a statement this year.
You want to add, or?
He hit it right on the money. I was going to say the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So why did you choose Texas Southern as this program where you want to get your education, where you want to go to school. I'm gonna let you've been going first the whole time. I'm gonna let you go first this time.
Can I get the question one more time?
Why did you? He's not listening to none of my questions, y'all.
You said
No. Why did you pick Texas Southern?
it just felt like home to me. There's no other answer I
good
can
enough,
really
though.
give you. It felt like the right spot. When I came on my visit, I had a great time with the players that was hosting me. Pass Waters is a great coach, and then having Coach Dishman, he played defense, so it was just a great fit for me. So that's why I chose Texas.
Y'all did those Texas parties. That's why you had a good time.
Nah, I don't do that.
I think he just told me a lie. He didn't want to say that on camera. He don't want to get in trouble with Coach.
Hilarious.
So why did you pick Texas Southern?
Most importantly, the Lord led me to Texas Southern, and it was just a great opportunity to be able to go out and show the abilities that the Lord has blessed me with to be able to express them on and off the field. And then the biggest thing, my quarterback coach is Eric Rollins. Is a tremendous coach. I am a firm believer that he is the best quarterback coach in the country and the best quarterback coach in the SWAC, hands down, and in FCS football. So, he was a huge factor as to why I chose Texas Southern, and the teaching aspect of how he can continue to develop me as a quarterback, and not just a quarterback but also a believer in Jesus Christ. And I think that's really, really important, especially in the field that we are in and what comes with being a football player, on and off the field.
Now, see, I would have believed him if he said that he didn't go to the Texas party, because he led the first thing he led with was the Lord. But he probably be at parties too, don't you?
Nah, you get at you now.
Nah, don't put that on.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't.
Uh-oh.
Nah,
Oh.
he doesn't. I don't
Okay.
either.
He doesn't.
Okay. Okay. So now y'all said your team is a family. So I'm about to ask you some fun questions about your teammates. All right. So who is the smartest on your team?
I don't know. We got. Is it Renfro?
Oh,
no.
I'd say it's Jeremy.
Ford.
Jeremy's really, really smart. Ford is definitely smart. I think it's hard to kind of say who's the smartest in
Academics.
college. Yeah.
Academic. Who got the highest GPA on your team?
But it's hard though because everybody's in different in their own category of what they do in majors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one person could be a business major and our punters are like a math major.
Yeah.
So it's two.
So you don't
different-
think math is harder than like?
Should have said like
That's what I'm
R.
saying. Like,
Okay.
He's saying Ford. It's crazy. No, that definitely art. God. Hey.
Okay. You don't think art's hard?
I wouldn't think it's hard. I mean, it's just like coloring and stuff.
Coloring
Coloring is.
Yeah, it's
Coloring is crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I've never took an art class, so I'm just gonna assume art is easy.
Saying art is easy and you've never taken an art class is absolutely. You need to enroll in an art class. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else about art until you have taken a class, and then we can talk about it. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Good. Okay, who is the fastest on your team?
John Xavier Lewis. He's actually he runs track and plays football.
So that was an easy one. I came first.
Yeah.
You agree, or you got somebody else?
No, I agree.
Okay.
Bad.
All right. So who is most likely to be late on your team?
I don't even want to say that one. I don't even want.
Yeah, nah.
We gotta
Honestly
kiss that
though,
one.
with the culture that we've
Go ahead,
built,
clean it up. Clean
there's
it up.
definitely
Pastor.
there's definitely not a lot of guys are starting to miss or guys are late like last year. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really big problem that we were just continuing to try to build, especially with leaders and guys trying to on and off and just so just guys truly understanding the meaning of leadership, and then that standard that we've built and really holding that to account that this is the standard, and if you miss and if you show up late, like, go home. And there's been instances where guys have missed early on when we were in winter workouts and heading into the spring, where guys would show up late and the leadership step up and, hey, don't come back, like, go home, and they would send them home, and guys stopped missing, guys stopped showing up late. So just holding guys accountable has definitely led to people not showing up late. So yeah.
You become more disciplined.
Almost definitely.
Yeah. All right. Last question. If you had to describe your team in one song, what would it be? And maybe give me a why.
One song.
One song. You got one song
It's gotta be
to describe your
It's gotta be
team.
one of those songs that Sorrell be playing in the morning.
Yeah, probably some. There's a. There's one song called SSB Freestyle by Benny the Butcher that they play part 2, Freestyle part 2 by Benny the Butcher that they play every single morning during a certain part of our workouts purposely. And then we also even we listen to that going out onto the field as well. We have a motto called "From the Neck Up." What's understood ain't got to be explained. So it's from the neck up, and everything that we do in all facets of life. It's from the mental part up. We have the God-given abilities as the physical aspect of football. But going out onto the field, a lot of it's played from the neck up. So understanding that, and that's a big part of what's in the song, and understanding that. So yeah.
We got a new one to add to the playlist. At least I ain't saying no young boy. They wasn't feeling. They both hit the knock. No, we ain't feeling that. We ain't feeling that.
That's not the mindset you want.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's good music though. Good music.
Okay. So, do you have any last words that you want to say, or anything that I missed that you actually want to touch on at all before I let you go?
No, just thank you for having us in your interview. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you guys so much for interviewing with me. I hope you have a great season. I'll be looking out for you. Make sure you're liking and sharing and subscribing on all social media platforms at PT Love Sports, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl.